Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on the best Shopify apps for high-ticket dropshipping. So here we are on the Shopify App Store. You can click the link at the bottom of this lesson, the very bottom, to get this App Store, or just type in apps.shopify.com. And here you can see all the different apps that Shopify offers. And these are apps made by third-party companies. Some of them are Shopify. Anyways, you can go to categories and you can see all the different categories of apps that they have. And yeah, there's tons of them. So I've actually narrowed it down to my favorite ones. You can see this blog post. The link is below at the very bottom of the description of this video. And all this content as well is below this video. I just added it there. Anyways, each one of these Shopify apps is my favorite. And I actually teach how to use these apps in my high-ticket dropshipping masterclass and later modules. So if you're in there, then you'll see them. And so these apps are great. All of them are awesome. They've helped take our store to the next level. And Shopify apps are really easy to set up. All you need to do is, like, for instance, on this one, all you need to do is go to the actual app that you want and click Add App. It's going to ask you which store you want to put it on. And let's just take the example of the store that I just made. And so you just log into that store and you can install the app really easily. Most apps have a free option in the very beginning when you first set it up. And then later on, it'll cost money. And some apps cost money right off the bat. Some apps are free for life. So they all have different cost levels. But all of them kind of have their own, purpose that they serve. This one specifically makes it so that if somebody views your product on their mobile device and comes back to their computer, that they still see that product in their cart. So it's kind of a cool app. And yeah, so anyway, it's really easy to set up these apps and install them and go through them. Shopify makes it really, really, really easy to have a super professional store. And these are my top apps that I like, and they all have a different function. So go through them. You can check them out. And some of the notable ones are here, like Clyde, extended warranties. That's a great one. Another one that's really great is ClearSale. I recommend that one. And Freight Club is awesome as well for high ticket, big products. StockSync is another one that's really good. Store Tasker is great for getting things done. And yeah, so check out all these apps, and let's get into the next lesson. Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on the best Shopify apps for high-ticket dropshipping. So here we are on the Shopify App Store. You can click the link at the bottom of this lesson, the very bottom, to get this App Store, or just type in apps.shopify.com. And here you can see all the different apps that Shopify offers. And these are apps made by third-party companies. Some of them are Shopify. Anyways, you can go to categories and you can see all the different categories of apps that they have. And yeah, there's tons of them. So I've actually narrowed it down to my favorite ones. You can see this blog post. The link is below at the very bottom of the description of this video. And all this content as well is below this video. I just added it there. Anyways, each one of these Shopify apps is my favorite. And I actually teach how to use these apps in my high-ticket dropshipping masterclass and later modules. So if you're in there, then you'll see them. And so these apps are great. All of them are awesome. They've helped take our store to the next level. And Shopify apps are really easy to set up. All you need to do is, like, for instance, on this one, all you need to do is go to the actual app that you want and click Add App. It's going to ask you which store you want to put it on. And let's just take the example of the store that I just made. And so you just log into that store and you can install the app really easily. Most apps have a free option in the very beginning when you first set it up. And then later on, it'll cost money. And some apps cost money right off the bat. Some apps are free for life. So they all have different cost levels. But all of them kind of have their own, purpose that they serve. This one is specifically makes it so that if somebody views your product on their mobile device and comes back to their computer, that they still see that product in their cart. So it's kind of a cool app. And yeah, so, at any rate, it's really easy to set up these apps and install them and go through them. Shopify makes it really, really, really easy to have a super professional store. And these are my top apps that I like, and they all have a different function. So go through them. You can check them out, and some of the notable ones are here, like Clyde, extended warranties. That's a great one. Another one that's really great is ClearSale. I recommend that one. And Freight Club is awesome as well for high ticket, big products. StockSync is another one that's really good. Store Tasker is great for getting things done. And yeah, so check out all these apps, and let's get into the next lesson. Hey guys, in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to add a product on Shopify. So here we are in Shopify, and just go to Products, add a product. All right, so what you'll see is this. So there's quite a few boxes here to fill in, and let's get started. As an example, I'm going to use a website that used to be a supplier I had on my first store, which was roadbikecity.com. This was Supplier's roadbikeoutlet.com. They sell a bunch of different road bikes. We used to sell these all the time. This is one of the top sellers right here, so I'll just go ahead and upload that. So let's see here. So what you're going to do is when you're on the supplier's website, most likely you'll just kind of copy and paste the title. Of course, this is up to you if you want to change it around or not. Copy and paste the description. Okay, and then you'll need to get the images somehow, so you can screenshot the image or something like that. Do you? And to upload the image, it's really simple. Just click upload image. Should pop up on a thing, and then you can just go to, for me it's my desktop is where the screenshots go. Upload the photo there. Price is the sale price. Compare at price is retail. And then they have cost per item, so let's just say it costs us $1.99. 20 to 30% margin is average with high ticket dropshipping. Okay, so SKU number, that's important. They have a SKU. Barcode, you're usually going to have to get from the supplier because they usually don't put barcodes on the product pages, but those are important for Google Shopping. And usually I put don't track inventory. And yes, this is a physical product. If it has a weight, you can add a weight to it. Oh, I totally forgot to add the specs here. I can go in the description. Don't see the weight, so we'll skip that. You don't really need this. If you're going to be offering free shipping, you don't really need to calculate the weight. It's just for shipping and stuff like that. And one thing I want to show you how to do is add a variance. That's important. So, like for road bikes and stuff and other bicycles, there's going to be multiple colors. I think this one's in black only, but let's just say it was available in like white or blue. And of course, there's different sizes. Let's see, what are the sizes on this one? 25. That's the tire frame. Maybe it comes in one size now. Let's just say it's like 21 inch. And they also have like a 19 inch and a 17 inch frame. Pretty common with mountain bikes. So if you want to add different sizes and they're the same price, just do it like this. If you want to add different colors, just do it like that. Now, if you wanted to add a variant for like some sort of an accessory pack, you would do that and just put like, yes, please, or something. And then I usually put the price plus $100. No thanks. Okay. So now we know that, there's all these different variants here. So you'll just create them, leave them the same price for now. Next thing is the product type. For this one I put road bikes. Vendor, I put road bike outlet. And tags, road bikes. Any subcategories, I'm not even gonna think about it right now, but usually you might get those from your supplier site. Like if you go like road, there might be some subcategories, but there's not. So, and that's about it, guys. So it's really easy to add a product. The next thing I'll show you how to do is change the price on those variants in bulk. All right, so now that we've added the product, go down to your variants, and you can select them all and click Edit Variants. And in here, it's really easy to change the price in bulk, right? Because you see that. So you see how the yes, please add 100. So let's change that to 259. And we'll just copy that and paste it to each of those. Shopify, you can have up to 3 options, and I believe, a bunch of variants. I think it's like 100 variants total or something like that. But if there happens to be a bunch of different colors and sizes, things like that, then yeah, you might need to make separate product listings. But if it's within reason, it should be good. All right, so that's that. Let's view it on the store. I have to use my own password to view the store. Go to Online Store Preferences and disable password. There's some issue with password disable function, but at any rate, I can probably see the product if I go to Theme Customize. Let's sneak in this way. Nice, all right, cool, yeah. So we can view the product page, at least get an idea with the basic templated Shopify theme that's built with what we'll be able to do from here. And that's what it looks like in Shopify. So pretty simple, right? Easy to add a product. Okay, nothing crazy to it. There's a lot more we can do, obviously, to optimize later on down the road, which I'll get into in later lessons in the Masterclass. Now, this is the simple way to add a product, though. So thanks for watching, guys. Hey guys, in this lesson I'm going to show you how to create a collection in Shopify. So collections are kind of like category pages. Shopify just refers to them as collections. Cool thing about a Shopify collection is that you can make it automatically add products according to certain conditions. So let's use our example from above, road bikes. If we make the title road bikes, and by the way, you can put any description down here you want, and this is great for SEO, but it is optional. Down here in collection type, you could choose manual and add products to this collection one by one, but that sucks, right? Might as well do it by conditions. And you can choose product title, type, vendor, price, tag, compare at price, weight, inventory stock, and variance titles. So it's pretty cool. There's lots of options. Now, in this example, we added the product type, road bikes, and so you would make it equal to road bikes. You can also make that the product title is not equal to, or starts with, ends with, contains, does not contain. It's kind of like a little bit of a programming thing here. You can also make it so that multiple collections. So if it's equal to road bikes, but you don't want it to be equal to this gear bikes, and you want it to match all the collections, not just any one of them. That's just another example. But let's just leave it like this for now so I can show you what it looks like. So if I click save, I'm going to do the same thing I did before and just look at the theme customization. So I don't think I can see the store for some reason. Select page, collection pages. Here we go. So this is what the collection page would look like on the home page. It would say road bikes here instead of home page if it was that particular collection. But at any rate, so that's what collection pages look like in Shopify. And then you click the product and it goes to the product page. Click add to cart and it goes to add to cart. So on and so forth. So creating a collection in Shopify is super easy. That's how it's done. And lots of cool things you can do with collections as well. You can make collections based on bestsellers, new arrivals, staff picks, things like that. You know, high price products, low price products when they've arrived latest and stuff like that. So lots of different options here. Just play around with it. Get have fun with it. And if you add a collection image, the cool thing about that is if you share the collection on social media or someone else does, it will show that image on the picture. So I highly recommend doing collection images and collection content for SEO. All right, guys, that's the lesson on collections. I'll see you in the next lesson. Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on how to make a page in Shopify. So in Shopify, under Online Store, you can go to Pages, and you can create a page. Of course, for some reason, it's not showing me it right now. There it is. Cool. All right, so click Add a Page. And here's the pages. Now, in the previous lesson, I showed you how to create your legal policies, their built-in template. So what I'm going to do is create a page for my privacy policy right now. So you're going to need a privacy policy for your website, no matter what. So it's a good first page to make. Just copy and paste the template. And you want to change a few things, like if there's no age restriction, you can remove that. No issue about minors, you can remove that. A few other pieces in here that are kind of templated you need to remove. That. That. All right, that's about it. So you can hit save. And that's it. Super easy to make a page in Shopify. And you can choose the page template here. For instance, for your contact page, when you go about making that later on, contact us. You can choose the page template suffix, change this template. This template is basically the code template, and you can view the code templates in your theme settings, but go to page contact, and when you do that, it's going to actually show a contact form on the actual page, which is really cool. And just so you know, under themes, actions, edit code, you can view the content templates. So here's what the code looks like. Do a separate lesson on this just so it's a little bit more in depth. But if you go to sections, and let's see, contact, go to pages, probably under pages. Yeah, page.contact.liquid. So that's the actual code behind that one, as opposed to page.liquid. So it pulls up a different theme template, which includes the contact form. Okay, really easy. And again, if you wanted to see it, you just go to customize, or disable the password, of course, but it's not working for me. Go to contact us. And that's what the form looks like on the front end. All right, guys, so that's how to create a page in Shopify. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on how to create a blog post in Shopify. So Shopify is also a great blogging platform, makes it really easy to blog. Just go to Online Store and then Blog Posts. And once you're there, you can just click Add Blog Post. or create blog post. And then here you'll put the title. Here you'll put the content. You'll choose visible or hidden. Make a featured image. You can choose your expert or it'll automatically create it for you. You can choose the search engine listing preview or it will automatically make it for you. If you also click edit, you'll be able to change the title, meta, and URL handle. And under organization, you can choose the author, the blog that you're posting it to, or create a new blog, and choose tags to subdivide your blog post. And click save, and you'll be able to view it on the front end of your website. So it's that easy to create blog posts in Shopify. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, in this lesson, I'm going to show you the best Shopify theme for high-ticket dropshipping. But before I do that, let me show you how to find the Shopify theme store so that you can see why it's the best Shopify theme. You can look at all the free themes that Shopify normally offers and get an idea why this one theme that I'm going to tell you about right now is the best, specifically for closing sales for high-ticket products. So if you look at the one that normally comes with Debut, there's not a whole lot built into it. It's kind of just bland as it is, not too many conversion optimization things. If you look at more of their free themes by clicking Explore Free Themes, you'll see that they're all pretty bland. And Supply is kind of the one that a lot of people start with. You might also choose Minimal, but there's not a whole lot built into it. It's pretty simple, just kind of straightforward. And if you look at their theme store, you'll see the same thing. A lot of really pretty themes like these, made for like fashion brands and stuff like that, but not a whole lot that's useful for high-ticket dropshipping. So click the link in the description below. It's going to take you to a page where you're going to be able to see the one theme that I recommend the most, which is the Shoptimized theme. Shoptimized is really, really cool because it's a theme that has a ton of features built into it to actually close sales for high-ticket products right then and there, okay? Because we're going to be driving traffic to these stores that's low-hanging fruit traffic, bottom of the funnel traffic. So we want them to feel like they're going to get the best deal from our store because they're shopping around, they're looking for the best deal. We've got the best deal for them. We want them to believe that. We want them to trust us. We also want them to believe that we're the authority in the niche. We're going to provide them with the best service possible, and that's true. And so this theme helps us do it. So if you want to read my full review, you can go to ecommerceparadise.com/optimized-review. Link is in the description below. This is the actual Shoptimized website, ecommerceparadise.com/optimized. And you'll see all the different conversion boosting features that they offer, like a countdown timer for urgency, remaining stock meter for scarcity, things that we don't really use for USA high-ticket dropshipping, but it's also possible to use this theme for things like AliExpress dropshipping worldwide, print-on-demand worldwide, things like that. Shipping time estimators, an email pop-up, various marketing integrations built right into the theme, risk reversal, money-back guarantee thing, value proposition icons, video embedding. You don't really need personalized products usually. Mega menu, which is really awesome. Conversion optimized header area, which is really awesome. Lots of different things built into it. Built-in social proof pop-ups. Free shipping bar, upsell pop-ups, all these things you would need separate apps for, so it saves you a lot of money. Fully customizable call to action, CTA button, call to action. Cart page urgency, which is really cool, a countdown timer. Cross-sell pop-ups, which is really neat. It can say, hey, also buy this, that, and the other thing. Skip the cart, which is really great. Product badging, free plus shipping tripwire offers. Product filters for the collection pages. Site search autocomplete, so you don't need apps to do that anymore. It's built right into Shoptimized. Volume purchase social proof, which is great. Exit pop-ups, which is great. You don't need apps for that anymore. It's built right in. Sticky add to cart button. That used to be a separate app. You don't need that anymore. Dynamic day cart button, which is really great. Instant coupon code delivery. So all these different things are really cool. Normally you'd have to get separate apps and pay a bunch of money for them, but now you can actually have it all within one theme. And it even works really well with Funnel Builder 2.0, which is a great funnel builder for Shopify. And it works with Klaviyo, Shopify. So yeah, I highly recommend using this theme. For one store, the fee is $167 for a store license. If you want to get the 3-store license fee, it's $197. It also comes with a couple of their courses built in, so that's really cool. And for a 10-store license, if you're going to scale a lot, $597 is the fee for that. So we highly recommend going that direction if you're going to scale. But just to start off with your first store, just you can do this one or this one. And once you get going and get into my high-ticket dropshipping masterclass, I actually provide a custom version of the Shoptimized theme that I customized, pre-customized, and made specifically for high-ticket dropshipping. So it's toned down a little bit and things are simplified. That's because oftentimes with high-ticket dropshipping, you're going to encounter that people, all the little like fancy things that pop up, the bells and whistles, are actually going to turn people off. So I made a customized, pre-customized version of the theme where I toned down a lot of the features, and I'm working with Shoptimize to create a special e-commerce paradise edition of the Shoptimize theme for high-ticket dropshipping. So once that comes out, I'll notify the group, but for now you can get that pre-customized theme file. It's only available through the Masterclass. So if you want to sign up for the Masterclass, it's ecommerceparadise.com/masterclass or academy.ecommerceparadise.com. And once you get in there, you'll be able to get access to that theme file and the training to set it up. So that's how you get it. And if you're going to buy the Shoptimize theme, definitely use my referral link, ecommerceparadise.com/shoptimized, and you'll give me credit for referring you, and it won't cost you anything extra, and I appreciate your support. So yeah, definitely get in there. This is the one I recommend using. It's the best. There's none other that really compares to it. So check it out, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Alright guys, in this lesson I'm going to show you how to edit the menus and navigations for your store. So menus are the things at the top of the website, let's say things like home or about us or catalog, whatever. If you go to online store and click that open, go to navigation, that's where you can edit the menus. And so usually there's a couple of main menus, things like the main menu, and then the top menu and the footer menu. Okay, so main menu would be like right here, top menu would be up here somewhere, footer menu down at the bottom. And then there's other menus within the main menu. So Shopify has a couple different ways you can do it. Take a look at one. So they have a thing called a nested menu. That's one of them. So if you were to grab these little things and move this over, that's now a nested menu. So this will look the same up at the top. It'll have a little drop down and you click it, it'll show that. Okay, that's one way to do it. And if you want to add a new menu item, you just click in a link and you can choose anything from your website right here. So I can choose the contact page, add it, automatically makes a title for me, and I can nest it under there and then save it like that. I can even add a new menu here, choose that product that I added, and the product is there. Or I can go to the collections that I made, choose that, and then move that up there and move this under that. So you see how it's really easy to make menus in Shopify. So that's one way how to do it. Let's do it another way. So we know that catalog is one of the menu items here. We can actually create a new menu, call it catalog, and then add the collection to that and hit save. What that's going to do is that's going to create a menu into the theme. And I'm going to show you what it looks like now doing the way that I did before, where I go to customize. Okay, and you'll see that catalog has the product in it now. So depending on the theme you use, you can use that way, or you can do it the way I showed you. But that's kind of the old way of doing it. The new way of doing it is the nested menu style. So let's go ahead and do that again. Collections, road bikes, and hit save. Customize. Really depends on the theme you're using as to which way it works or not. This is one of their newer themes, so it probably only works with the new way, and that's it. So now you see the nested menu is created there, okay? So that's how menus work, and they're really easy to do. You can add all sorts of different links to menus. So I'll show you some options here. You can add, like I said, search page, the home page, collections, products, pages, blog posts, blogs, and policies. You could also add an external link. So if I wanted to add, let's just say that's my domain name. And I wanted to refer to Ecommerce Paradise. You can add any link, and this is an external link, so it's going to show up there. So then when I click that external link, that'll pop up to that external website, right? So you can add any external link, and that will actually make it so that you can go to that external link in the menu as well. So that's how menus work. It's really easy to make and work with, and that's how you do it. Okay, thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on how to edit theme code. So editing theme code is something that's actually really interesting, and it's kind of cool to learn how to do. Now I just want to give a disclaimer here that you need to be really, really careful, and I am not responsible for anything you screw up in your theme. So I'm going to show you just basically the theme information here, and then you'll be able to understand it. So first and foremost, I do believe in creating backups before you go and edit your code. So you can always download your theme file right here. Just click download theme file, or even just duplicate it, so that no matter what you do to your theme, if you completely screw things up, you can just switch back to that other theme, okay? So that's really good to do. If you do want to edit the code, click edit code, and we will dive into it. So Shopify is based on a thing called Liquid. You can look up their Liquid repository and learn Shopify Liquid. It's really interesting. Shopify Liquid is one of those easy to learn coding languages, which is why I really like it. And there's lots of cool things you can do with it. You can create tags, objects, filters. Those are the most basic things. So there's also, tons of stuff. So learn Shopify Liquid. I'll put a link to this. It's in the help center, help.shopify.com. Just give you a quick overview right now and show you how it works. All right, let's see here. So this is it. The main one you'll always look at is theme.liquid. That's kind of your main Liquid file. They call them templates, I believe. So theme.liquid template, okay? And if you've never taken an HTML course, I highly recommend taking a course in HTML. There's lots of free courses online. One of the ones I recommend is w3schools.com. It's really, really easy and simple and laid out, and it's just straightforward. There's no videos, it's all text, but it's really, really easy. So go through and learn HTML if you haven't already. I'll drop a link to that below as well. HTML is like this head right here, meta. By the way, anything in here is like a tag, okay? This is liquid right here. Liquid code. Script. This is JavaScript. So if you don't know JavaScript, you can go to here and you can learn CSS, JavaScript, all this cool stuff. HTML is like the skeleton of your website. CSS is like the skin and how it looks. And JavaScript is kind of like the organs and how it works. So kind of compare it to a human body there. So there's lots of cool stuff in here. And this is a theme template. Another one you might mess with later on is the product template. And so if you go down to sections, and again, every theme is different. This is how it is in the Shopify theme too, is under sections, but it's different for different themes. So product dash template liquid. There's a lot of stuff in here. In the course, like in the masterclass, what I do is I actually teach how to set up a theme, but there's still going to be sections that you're not going to understand because it's brand new to you. And if this stuff is brand new, you'll have to learn how to use it first. And don't be afraid to ask questions, okay? That's the number one thing. So comment below if you have any questions. But this is where you edit code, and you really need to learn code before you just start editing stuff, making changes, changing things around. And you need to learn how code works, how it looks, and what things mean. Like, what is a div class? What is a button? What is a span tag? What is a break tag? And what is a paragraph tag? And how to define paragraph classes and what that means. There's tons of stuff to learn. Okay, so get into one of these HTML schools like w3schools.com. Learn Shopify Liquid a little bit too, and you'll be way more set to do all sorts of cool little customizations for your Shopify theme, so that you are a very unique store, can offer unique things to your customers. You don't necessarily need to do this kind of stuff to be successful, but learning it does help you with costs, because then you don't have to hire a developer for every little thing. It'll make you way less frustrated, because then you can make the fixes yourself instead of having to go to a developer to make them. And you learn a new skill set, which is awesome. And code is the language of the future, so I do implore upon you to learn as much of this stuff as you possibly can. You don't need to learn all of it, just learn enough so that you can make little, things yourself, okay? Coding is awesome, and it's a lot of fun once you get into it. Kind of like learning a new language, So learn a new language, all right? Have some fun. See you in the next lesson. Hey, welcome to this lesson on sales channels in Shopify. So in Shopify, you actually have the ability to post your products across multiple sales channels now, and they're constantly evolving this feature. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. From the home page, you can just click the plus button under sales channels. You can also access this under settings sales channels, but for now, let's just show it this way. You can sell via point of sale, which is like having a booth at a farmer's market or something like that, for instance, or a pop-up shop. If you're doing high-ticket dropshipping, it's probably not something you're going to do. You can sell via Facebook, which we really never had any sales through Facebook, so I don't believe that's a big thing, but maybe for like low-ticket stuff. You can sell through Instagram, kind of the same deal there. You can sell through Amazon, which we did in the past, but we had a lot of issues at Amazon and A to Z guarantee claims and stuff, so we actually stopped selling on that platform. You can sell on eBay, which is great, and can definitely boost your bottom line. They're not as harsh as Amazon is because they use PayPal, and they don't make it as easy for the customer to file claims if there's some issue or something like that, or a customer has like buyer's remorse. But it's still a sales channel you can sell on and do that, so it's cool. Buy button is cool. If you have like a separate blog that's related to the niche, you can put buy buttons into like review articles and stuff there. Messenger is cool and makes it so like you send automatic follow-up messages to people. Houzz is a great platform to sell on. Out of all the ones, I think I would actually prefer Houzz beyond Amazon or eBay just because they have the clearest process for handling stuff. And BuzzFeed, I've never really used that. So those are pretty much it. And yeah, this is where you add sales channels at. So you just add it, create an account, and you can actually automatically upload your catalog to these platforms using the connections here, the APIs. So it's really cool. So that's how you do the sales channels. If you click Manage Sales Channels, then of course you can go in there and you can, that's in your settings. You can close sales channels out if you want, that kind of thing. So that's it. So set up some sales channels beyond your online store and start selling elsewhere. See you in the next lesson. All right, welcome to this lesson on Shopify Analytics. So Analytics is really cool, and in Shopify, they're constantly updating this, so this might look different by the time you watch this video, but for now, this is what it looks like, and it's August in 2019. So at any rate, this is what the overview dashboard looks like. You can view total sales over a certain period of time, so you can change the date range to the last 90 days, month, last year, week to date, month to date, quarter to date, year to date, quarters, so on and so forth. You can see online store sessions, returning customer rate, total orders, total average order value, online store conversion rate, total products by units sold, blah, blah, blah. So there's lots of cool data in here. And then there is the reports. So under reports, you got a lot more cool stuff that you can download. You can see sales by product, which is really useful, sales by discount, and sales by vendor, sales by customer, blah, blah, sales over time. You can see traffic data acquisition, sessions by refer, sessions by location, get customer data, profit margins, profit by product, profit by variant SKU, which is really cool. Your finances summary will be right here under finances. This is one of the most important parts. This is where you can get an income statement. And your behavior, so how people go through your store and stuff like that. And your marketing channels, right? So lots of cool stuff in there. And then the last thing is their live view. So Shopify has a live view now. It's probably going to be updated and enhanced in the future. But you can see across the entire world, mostly it's going to be in the States, if you're doing domestic dropshipping in the US, where the customers are currently, and you can watch them live as they go through your store and place orders. So that is pretty cool. It used to be that you had to download an app called Lucky Orange to do that. Lucky Orange still does let you look over people's shoulder on your website, so that's super useful, and I recommend that app. But this will at least give you an idea, an overview of like who is actually in your store at the moment, right? So they're probably going to enhance this in the future. But anyway, that's their analytics, and it's super useful, so that's where you can find that. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on Shopify discount codes. So in your dashboard, if you click on discounts, then you'll pull up this screen. It's really easy to create or modify discount codes. So first I'll show you how to create one. Let's just say spring sale is the coupon code. You can make it like random as well by clicking generate code. But for store-wide codes, we usually use something like this. For types, it's either percentage, fixed amount, free shipping, or buy X, get Y. So like if you want to create a code where, let's say, somebody buys an electric bike off your website, they also get a free bike lock. Let's just say free bike lock. It's kind of cool. They choose a specific product, like the road bike we added, for instance, and they get a bike lock, and we'll just say that they had a bike lock added to the store, even maybe at a discounted value or free. So you can say, with your purchase, you get half off a bike lock, or you can just say you get a free bike lock. It'll be automatically added to cart. And then you can add some text to the product page that says, use this coupon code to get that offer. So that's one way to do that. Or you can just use a site-wide coupon code like spring sale. You can offer free shipping, which doesn't usually get that big of a thing, but percentage or fixed amount discounts usually do. So for low margin sites, we usually do like something like $20. For high margin sites, we usually do something like 5%. It really depends on your competitors, so you always just look at your competitors, see what they offer, and kind of match their offer, maybe beat it. applies to the entire order usually, or if certain suppliers don't want you to do it in theirs, you can make a collection excluding that supplier and apply that collection here, or you can just make it on specific products. You can also have a minimum requirement. So if it's 5% off your order, minimum purchase amount is $100, or maybe even where's the maximum? I don't think there's a maximum. So if you want to do like $20 off, let's say, like the good example is $20 off, fixed amount, $20, and then you can do like over like $3.99 or something like that, so that you don't just give that off like a $50 product or something. All right, and then customer eligibility, you can make it specific groups of customers or specific customers. So if somebody wants a price match and you want to make a special coupon code just for them, you can do that. You can also set usage limits. So limit the number of times discount can be used in total. Kind of make it scarce, limit to 1 per customer, kind of like a first time only thing instead of using it all the time. And you can also make active dates. So that's it. That's when you have a coupon code. So let's go ahead and save this one. And let's see what it is we're looking for here. Oh, okay, everyone. Save. And then I'll show you how to edit a coupon code. Okay, so when you're in discount codes, let's say you want to change this one to a different amount, you just go in there and make it $10 instead of $20. Boom. And then if you edit a coupon code, you definitely want to make sure that you edit any of the sales copy that goes along with that coupon code throughout your store. But that's how you do that. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. That's how you do discount codes. We'll see you in the next lesson. All right. Welcome to this lesson on domains in Shopify. So Shopify is a hosting platform. You can buy your domain through Shopify if you want to, and I'll show you how to do that. You can also buy your domain through another provider like GoDaddy or Namecheap. And doing that, you will have to connect your domain to Shopify. So if you want to buy a domain, you just go here, buy a new domain, type in the domain you want, and see if it's available. Okay, and if it is available, it will say available here, and if it's not, it is unavailable. So it says unavailable for that one, and for this one it says available. So it's $14 per year if you buy with Shopify. If you use GoDaddy, it's only $4.99. So go check that out by clicking the link below or typing in ecommerceparadise.com/GoDaddy into your browser, and you can get a domain for $4.99 with my special offer. It's limit 1 per customer. So yeah, anyways, so get your domain there, and you can also get it through Namecheap. And let's see what the offer is. Namecheap. ecommerceparadise.com/Namecheap. Yep, so Namecheap is just so cheap already, they don't really have a special offer, looks like, but yeah, you can get there as well. So GoDaddy or Namecheap both work. But anyways, when you do that, you'll have to connect your existing domain. Okay, and you just type it in there and connect it. And then you'll have to change your primary domain to that new domain. And I always recommend choosing the www version of it. Okay, and then you'll want to enable redirection to that new domain name as well. So that's how you do it. And it's really simple. And if you want to transfer your domain to Shopify, which I don't recommend doing, you can do that here. But yeah, I don't recommend doing that. Just keep it in your domain account and do that way. Because if you sell your store in the future, you'll want to own that domain. At any rate, that's how you do it. That's how you mess with your domains, and I'll see you in the next lesson. All right, welcome to this lesson on files. So what files are is when you go to settings and you go to files. Files are anything you can upload to your website and link to in the description. It'll actually be on your website then. So it could be like a picture or whatever. Let's just say I wanted to add my latest video to the store. Well, I can't upload anything over 20 megabytes, it looks like. All my videos are going to be too big. Let's just say I wanted to upload my, whatever. I'm just going to upload a logo. So if I upload this logo and I wanted to post it to somewhere across the theme files or something like that, this is the URL now where it's stored. Okay, so you can take this URL and use it as the image link in your theme code and do it that way. You can do the same thing with PDF files like user manuals for the products. You can upload user manuals, take the PDF link and link to it in the product page. That works really well. But this is a cdn.shopify.com link, right? So it's kind of a cool thing. And you can also create URL redirects, which I'll get into in the next video, to redirect a easy to remember URL to a thing like this. So anyways, this is where you upload files, and for a number of reasons you'll need to use it. So it's under settings files. All right, guys, welcome to this lesson on URL redirects. So first I'm going to get into where you can find how to do that. Then I'll talk about what it is. So under online store navigation at the top, click URL redirects. And what a URL redirect is, it's a way for you to easily create a redirect to something that's a little bit more complicated. So, whatever, I don't know what to redirect this to. And anyway, so what this is going to do is make a special domain. So when I type in trevorjfinder.com/Facebook, it'll actually redirect to facebook.com. So it's really useful if you want to do anything, like you want to make it easier to somebody to find your Facebook page. Just type, your web, make it /Facebook, and then make it your web address /Facebook and all of your stuff. You can even say that in videos. Hey, just go to, deluxemegastore.com/Facebook, and then they'll be able to find that a lot easier. So redirects are here. They're really easy to use and really easy to change as well. If you need to change it, just click on it and change it, okay? Unfortunately, I don't have any tracking built into it yet. I'm sure that they will have that in the future. But for now, this is what it looks like, and that's how you do that.